Hello? Okay, it's working. Thanks so much for the support for the past 2 months. I thought it would be fun to make a Q&A video and was interested to see what kind of questions you guys had. And I also just wanted an excuse to animate more. Before we start the Q&A though, some of the questions are going to be grouped together because some of them are asking very similar things. More of a generalist question than something specific, but I'd love to hear about your animation process. What software do you use to animate and how long does it usually take to animate for a video? How long do you take on each video? How long have you been animating/drawing for? What microphone do you use? When and how did you start animating? First of all, thank you guys. I'm glad people seem to like my animations. I've been drawing and animating for a couple years now. Like since I was able to pick up a pencil basically. As a kid, I used to do those flipbook animations on paper before I moved to digital art later on. I used to draw and animate using MS Paint and using a mouse only as well since I couldn't afford a tablet as a kid. I've been animating in 2D for a very long time, but when it comes to 3D art and animation, I've only been doing that for 5 years now. I use Blender to basically animate everything. I am literally in Blender right now. Animating for one video can take around 4 days or a full week. It really depends on how many of those voice lines that I've recorded are going to be animated for that video, as well as having to model props and uniforms depending on the theme of the video so I'm able to wear them or carry them like this plushie right here. The time I spend on each video depends on what the subject is about, as well as making sure I have all the right information. Even then, I don't always get it right and I miss even the littlest details. Each video can take a week or two to fully animate and edit, but I also go to college full time, so depending on my workload, it can take longer, especially on exam weeks. And for the microphone I use, I have a Blue Yeti microphone in pink. My second favorite color. What's your favorite dinosaur? Brontosaurus, my beloved. What are your hobbies and what inspired you to make a YouTube channel? What is your inspiration in making videos? What YouTuber inspired you to make content like this? And what inspired you to make 2D and 3D animation? A majority of my hobbies is something creative like drawing, animating, and sewing. But other hobbies that aren't in the art bubble, I guess you could say, include going to the gym, hiking, and programming. And for what inspired me to make a YouTube channel, I like 3D YouTubers. I think they're really cool. Here are some cool 3D YouTubers I've been watching before I started my channel. And after watching these channels for a while, I decided to make my own. And I also saw that toy YouTubers were a thing. And I thought to myself, why don't I just combine both of the things that I like? If you could create your own plush/toy line, what would it be? I would love to create a plush line. I'm not really sure exactly how they would look, but I've always wanted to create scented axolotl plushies. What pronouns do you prefer? What are your pronouns? I have no preference. I am literally just a void. What is your opinion on Pusheen? I love Pusheen. My favorite Pusheen plush is this one. The sweater is so cute. Do you have names for your plushies? If so, what's your favorite plushie's name? I name all of my beautiful friends. This one is named Baby Goond. Do you have any things you want to achieve as a YouTuber, like collaborating with other creators? Also, what is your least favorite plush line? I am going to be honest, I have no idea what I want to achieve and what I'm doing sometimes. I can't really think of anyone in particular I would like to collaborate with, but if I could, I would like to collaborate with animators and other toy YouTubers for sure. And for the toy line that I don't like, it's Fugglers. Many people like them and that's okay. I tend to like more creepy cute things, and Fugglers for me isn't really too cute, but I can see the appeal of why people like them. It's just not for me. What are your favorite cartoons? Adventure Time, King of the Hill, and Smiling Friends. What is by far your favorite item in your house? These two guinea pigs right here. I need to see a plushie collection ASAP. I have plushies basically scattered all over the place, and they're kind of just all piled up. And these are my little alpaca sews. Do you make any other type of art? Do you post it anywhere? On YouTube, I tend to just post my 3D animations, but I'm always doodling a lot. And these are the other social medias where I post a lot of that art. Random fact, I'm actually working on my own animated series, and some of the work in progress is on my social media as well. Do a Bionicle review. My question is, if you have a niche toy brand that you would recommend or wish people would know about, which toy collections or brands do you think are underrated? Also, what's your favorite type of toy to collect? I feel like not many people talk about Belzy and their plush toys. They're really cute. I think their dinosaur line is really cute in particular. And when it comes to a particular animal for a plushie that I like to collect, it's caterpillars. What's your favorite toy brand? What's your favorite plushie brand? SanX, I love the Rilikuma plushies. What are all/some of the things you like to collect? I really love to collect anything that's Minecraft. And Five Nights at Freddy's and axolotls. Favorite plushie you own? What are your favorite plushies that you own? What is your holy grail plush? The plush you want the most? I had a lot of fun making this video and enjoyed reading through the questions you guys had. I'm sorry if I missed some of the questions. There were so many questions that it would have been hard to put them all in this single video. Maybe I can make a part 2 of this. I don't know, we will see. It was fun though. Thanks so much for watching.